Nearly slept with teacher. Nearly slept with teachery. Nearly slept with my teacher. This happened about a decade ago. I, at the time 19-year-old female, was visiting my hometown on a weekday and decided to pop into my former high school to say hi to my favorite teachers, knowing a teacher I had had a crush on, at the time around 35-year-old male, would be there that day. For context, this teacher was the hot, sexually ambiguous teacher all the girls liked, and he likely guessed I was sexually active when I was his student a few years prior to this encounter. I was also known for my very flirtatious attitude, but never got called out for it. Back to the story, we both lived in the same city about 45 minutes apart, and I mentioned the fact I had to catch a train back. He immediately offered to drive me instead, which I accepted. The trip went smoothly, and just before he dropped me off, I asked him if he would like to come up to my flat for a cup of tea. He said no, because he was very busy, but suggested we go out for drinks another time, and then added you should come to my place for drinks and quat. I accepted and a date was set. I was to meet him at his flat across town for some drinks, alcoholic beverages, in the evening. He never mentioned dinner or staying the night, but to me it was obvious drinks at his place would end in dinner and then sex. He could have suggested going out for lunch or afternoon tea, but he chose to offer alcohol at his flat, and as mentioned before, he knew I was sexually active and my attitude was flirtatious. He probably knew I liked him and would be totally down for a sexual encounter with him. The word itself was never mentioned, but it just seemed obvious to me. A few weeks go by, and it's the date night. I text him a couple times while getting ready, asking what time I should be there and his address. This is when he pulls an oops, something came up and tells me he is suddenly much busier than planned and we should reschedule. He never contacted me privately after this, and the date was never rescheduled. Surely, he must have realized it was a bad idea to invite a former student over for drinks and the whole thing could potentially jeopardize his career if it got out. I like to remember this as the time I could have slept with my hot teacher, even though I have no idea what his intentions really were, nor why he called off the date mere minutes beforehand.